So unfortunately, if I load state, I can't use this as an official PB. I actually have not completed a full run, so it'd be nice if we got a real Squirtle. But if we don't, that's okay too. Alright, so the first difference we'll see compared to red version is that we will actually put our battle style to set right away before beginning, because we're not going to be swap training anything. Squirtle is our main, so we just set that up and we're on our way. Naming our self and our rival one character names. Picking up the PC potion because even if we do happen to get a good Squirtle, we don't guarantee win the rival one, so we still need this potion. And yeah, if marathon people actually want us to not be able to load a state, I would simply save before the Squirtle and maybe give it a couple tries to get a better one. But I'm just going to pick one up. I'll flash its stats real quick just to see if we might have a runnable one. Yeah, so I'm not saving before it because we're just going to pick it up, and if at level 6 it's still not runnable, we will just load our state up. Name Squirtle one character, so because its name will print quite a lot. We even do that anyway for just regular. Here we'll see what Squirtle we got. So 10, 11, 10, 11. I already know this Squirtle does not have a good enough attack. However, I will allow the RNG to play out with this Squirtle having to win this rival fight. And then we're going to load our state. So, unfortunately, this will not be a run I can consider my true PB, because I will have to load a state in a moment, but we'll let this Squirtle win, and then when our stats are up, we're going to load that save state with a runnable, not perfect Squirtle, just a runnable Squirtle. I tried to grind for one that had only just good enough stats, and this one's just a little bit above average, the one I'll load in. We're actually not allowed to manip our Squirtle because it's a classic category, so we can't do RNG manips. Okay, so see here, we have 11, 13, 12, 12. This is actually almost a good Squirtle. We just need 12 attack. We don't have it. So I'm going to load my state up, and you see the stats change. My speed actually went down, but my attack and defense went up. So this Squirtle is much more runnable. And now we're going to continue with this one. I'll still do my best to check stats at certain spots where decision making would be relevant. And there's just a couple spots in Route 3 where you play a little differently, depending on the stats, and then that informs you on how to play the rest of the run. Kind of just depends what your special is, how you want to approach certain fights, whether you want to use bubble, or whether you want to be doing a tail whip followed by some tackles. If your attack stat is significantly better than special, you might want to do that. We do need to KO something, and level 2 rat is ideal. Tail whip fails, very nice. Fortunately not a 2-shot on it. That's okay. A little bit of damage is no big deal. So we're just grabbing Oak's parcel, and then we'll head back down to deliver it. and then we can make our way into Viridian Forest. We will not return to this particular mart, actually. Because we don't need to buy Pokeballs quite yet. We do not need to catch a Nidoran, of course, so we'll be heading right to Brock. You'll notice the absence of a Nidoran split. I'm a little sad that I had to load my state. I was hoping to just get lucky with a good Squirtle, so I can make this this would turn into my PB for Squirtle, but that's okay. I'll still use it as my comparison. Maybe I'll do PB attempts of this in the future. Alright, relatively a slow rival fight and a couple encounters, so this isn't a very fast start to the run. You kind of expect to exit Route 1 around 6 minutes, so this is okay. Actually, we got lucky on the way up there, so that was pretty okay. If you see people grinding for like top times in Pokemon Red, you probably see them trying to exit Route 1 grass around 5:45, 5:35. So I'm like, 20 to 30 seconds behind where they would want to be. But again, of course, right, no reset run. So the whole idea here is to just take whatever we get, with the exception of loading up my Squirtle. But from this point forward, there's no load states, no save states, or anything occurring. I will regularly save the game if I need to do that before a dangerous fight. And as we're going through here, we're just acquiring some items off the ground, right? We picked up that hidden tree potion, and then we just picked up that visible antidote. There are actually 2 potions over here. I'm only going to pick up one of them. I don't need both. So there's one below here, which I would maybe consider getting if we, something like a Pikachu comes out and hits us or something. I might end up getting that second potion, but that's pretty unlikely. Or maybe the Route 1 encounter just was dealt a lot of damage. Yeah, this fight is annoying, but not particularly difficult with this many potions. We're guaranteed to win. It would be... okay, I guess it would be astronomically unlikely to lose this fight. We would have to miss all of our tackles. And I don't see that happening. Okay, pretty good. Okay, so you can see there that we had a 14 special, which means our special is not perfect. And I already know that because I loaded up the state, but not perfect special. We should use a potion here, though. And not tossing our antidote. We actually need antidotes. That's one of the cons of running with a, not running with your poison-type Nidoran. You can get poisoned by things. Something I didn't initially think about with respect to this category. So with a good special, the only way we could die here is if we like Gen 1 misspied. So we just go in, we don't need to save. If we get like an unlucky crit or something, we could always potion. But this fight's pretty free. Yeah, so I would have maybe healed if that crit, but since it did not, we're good. Yeah, and right now we're out of crit range. Onyx couldn't do anything to us there. So we win. And then in this spot, we're actually going to deviate a little bit from what a standard PB attempt of Blue Classic would look like, because we just want to get some extra safety items at the shop. So we're going to sell Bide. Normally we'd hold on to Bide for a while. But we'll actually sell it just so that we have a little extra money right here and now to buy items. Nidoran will also do this if it has a really low attack stat, but otherwise it generally will not. Okay, and then we have 351 left, that is correct. So we didn't make any mistakes there, that's good. Money and inventory management in Pokemon speedrunning is always pretty big, especially in Pokemon Red and Blue and Yellow, since you only have 20 item spots. You have to be really careful with what items you have, when you're tossing them, when you're swapping them. Alright, so we're spamming Bubble on this Caterpie. It should go down in 4 hits. Yeah, this should KO here. There we go. Alright, so I had 20 special there. Tail whipping and tackling. Sorry, a little hesitation there. Still getting a little bit used to the run. Alright, I'm gonna consider using a potion right now. You know what? I will. Rather than potioning on the Caterpie, even though I am exposing myself to the chance of poison, I always prefer potioning on the Weedle, which does far less damage. And we were actually able to get a lucky string shot as a result of that. So we were able to 2-shot the Weedle. That's a good crit, I think. Okay, we're gonna drop a potion and head into the next fight. We're also just gonna do a safety save. It's not 100% necessary, but just because this fight can potentially troll us heavily, we'll just shade on the side of caution here. Nidoran does the same thing, saving before this fight. Alright, we don't need to potion yet or anything. Okay, it's a little scary. Let's hit these tackles. Alright, this should KO. This is going to do a lot of damage, but it will not KO us. Okay. Definitely have to heal Wrap. Let's just check our special here. So we have 21. So because we have 21, we are going to Tail Whip here. That is a bit scary. We're just going to drop a potion real quick. And antidote. Already got a Tail Whip down, so now we're tackling. we'll finish him with Bubble here. And we should be good. We'll antidote before we head into the next fight. And I'm just going to drop a safety potion as well. Alright, we have 4 antidotes left. That should be fine. In my little practice walkthrough, I actually got very lucky and only got poisoned once. I've already gotten poisoned twice. Bugcatcher 2, we are bubble spamming for the most part. Oh, the speed falls are sometimes useful with Bubble. I hadn't considered that too heavily. This might not KO. Oh, it did, okay. Now it should. It probably was guaranteed. I'm still familiarizing myself with this run, but it's a pretty neat run, and thankfully Pinkish is far more knowledgeable than I am, and would likely be the one running Squirtle in our marathon race if it happens. Alright, we learn Water Gun here, which is really nice. We'll use that right away on this Metapod. Takes it down quite a bit faster. Oop. Alright, and now we're hoping to catch a bird. We actually kind of want to see a Spearow, but it's okay if it's not a Spearow. We do not want to see a Jigglypuff, though. Level 7, though. That's 1%, I think. And we walk back and forth in that particular way. Good, a Spearow. Just to get turn frame encounters. Oh, I'm so used to Tackle being slot 2. That's okay. As long as I Water Gun after the Tail Whip, he should still live. Oh, I just KO'd him. I'm sorry about that. I probably should have bubbled level 6 Spearow. Where am I looking? What am I supposed to be using to weaken Bird? No, Tackle or Water Gun to weaken. Level 7 Pidgey is definitely a Water Gun. Ah, it's unfortunate though. Now we do not have a Spearow though. Oop. Spearow is ideal because we could potentially trade for ducks for both Fly and Cut. But if we're able to catch a Paris in Mount Moon, then it's totally fine that we caught a Pidgey. And if not, we'll try to look for a Sandshrew on the route after Mount Moon. We actually do not need to take the center. The center is an option, but it's not required. And again, since this is classic, we're not manipulating no encounters, we are just walking through Mount Moon. And so far getting a little bit lucky. intentional bonk into that escape rope. To remember not to fight this last, that would be a very bad decision. Walk above her, and might as well just walk down here. We are going to grab Mega Punch, something that Nidoran does not do in Classic. But our Squirtle does need Mega Punch, so that's a little bit extra walking to do in Mount Moon. Though we always get to skip Water Gun, of course, because Squirtle knows it already. And we do get to skip the Moonstone here as well, because we don't need that. But we fight this guy. So right now, Nidoran, there's a good chance Nidoran would just be entering Mount Moon right now. So we're a great deal ahead of where Nidoran would be currently. But which is part of what makes a race between Squirtle and Nidoran kind of interesting, because Squirtle pulls ahead so far in the beginning. Here's a little bit of an awkward spot, because right now I'm kind of desperate to get Geodude encounters, and there's not really a good alternative to not getting the Geodude encounters here. So for this reason, I'm actually going to teach Mega Punch over Tackle right away, because I might potentially have to KO Zubats if I see them from this point forward. Tackle is slot 1. And just for safety, I'm just going to potion up. I just don't want to get into any trouble getting confused on a Zubat if I'm KOing it. And again, right, just because this is a race, I kind of have no choice but to start KOing whatever I see. So that was 77. Maybe a little bit more. Need just under 200 experience points. And ideally, right, I want Geodudes, but if I don't get Geodudes, I kind of just have to KO stuff right now. In a PB attempt, you might try to use other strategies to adapt, but alright, one more thing to KO, and then our experience is good. Will be the proper level for Misty. Okay, this is great. Paris is exactly what we want to see. We should be able to Mega Punch to weaken it. Don't crit. Okay, nice. So if we didn't catch this Paris, we would have needed a Sandshrew later on, but it's really nice that we got this Paris now. In red, we actually use Paris for cut and dig. We'll only be using it for cut because we will teach dig to our Squirtle. Okay, great. We got our Geodude. We'll bubble to KO it. Bubble has a shake animation, so it's a little bit faster than using Water Gun. Something I didn't mention on Route 3 either was that I actually don't need any more experience, so I will pass up on this Geodude. Is Badge Boost, which is anytime your stat is modified, you actually get a multiplier to any stats that you have a Badge Boost for. So Brock, for example, gives an attack boost. So in this next fight, for example, if this rat uses Tail Whip on me, I would get a boost to my attack from that. Okay, I believe that I actually Mega Punch the Zubat, but I do Water Gun the rat here. Yeah, because I think I have 11 special DB. Yeah, so if I got a Tail Whip from that rat, Mega Punch would most likely one-shot the Zubat, but I think it's going to two-shot. Yeah. Alright, so we're glad we healed to full, because we got confused there, and that's a little scary, but with this much health, we weren't too worried about that. So yeah, that fight's pretty easy. So is this one. We can get poisoned here, I believe. Right? Some of this stuff knows poison moves. Maybe it's just the coughing. Or we get Mega Punch disabled, and that's also a bit annoying. But luckily Grimer goes for Pound, not for Disable. Oh, he goes for Disable now, but it fails. Hey, K-Hyped. This should be an interesting run. Unfortunately, I did have to, I did not get a Squirtle first try, so I did have to load a state with a proper Squirtle to do this no reset run. That's probably a rule that Pinkish and I will have be a thing if we do our race. That Squirtle gets the load state, but that Nidoran does not, because Nidoran has the obvious advantage, so. Interestingly, if I did get poisoned, I'm not sure if I would actually antidote here. Maybe I would just take, because I'm taking the center anyway. Alright, so that's a sub 27 moon. Nidoran can get such a time like this. It is possible to get a sub 27 with Nidoran Classic, but it's that's like you're like feeling record pace when you get that kind of time. So Squirtle is probably right now like 3 minutes ahead of where Nidoran should be. Getting trolled by the guy there. He just walks in random directions. Okay, so here we take the center. We're gonna go in and fight the Goldeen. We go right to Misty, that is. Oh no, my splits are mixed up. I should have Misty before Bridge. I'm just gonna let it stay like that. I don't have a good way to edit it right now, but I'll change that in the future. But yeah, Bridge and Misty should be switched on my screen. Okay, so not what we want to see. We do not want to get confused right away, but that's okay. We should be fine here. If we really start hitting ourselves a lot, we can always heal. Okay, so we Tail Whip once, then we go for Mega Punches. Confuse no more, great. And Goldeen's Tail Whips here are giving us an attack badge boost just for this fight. Once we finish, the attack badge boost is gone. We go back to our regular multiplier for attack. And we're going to have to heal here. We're going to go on the safe side and just heal to full. And we're going to save for Misty. And the strategy is pretty much just to Mega Punch. We do Tail Whip the Starmie though. Oh, that was a really good crit. I bet Water Gun could have finished there. I'm not sure though. That's okay. Mega Punch hit. Great. Okay, no X defend. That's really good. I do not like seeing X defends from the Starmie. Oh, and a tackle miss. This is great. We should win here. This is probably a range to KO. Okay, good. Alright, so here we, if we're at really low health, we consider centering again, but we should be fine here not to center. We do have to teach Bubble Beam, though. I guess I'll just do that in this house here. Actually, no, I'll do it when I step out of the house. I'll do it right here. And just for safety, I'll put a potion in as well. Head into Bridge Rival, and I know that my splits say I just finished Bridge when I actually finished Misty. I'll rename them later, and then it'll say I finished Misty when I finished Bridge, and so on. But we'll be back to normal at Surge. So we swap Bubble Beam to slot 1 there, because we'll be Bubble Beaming most things. And no Sand Attack from the Pidgeotto. We are very happy to see that. And our best way to deal with Abra here is just to Mega Punch it, which seems kind of funny, but because it seems like overboard, right? But we just need a physical attack to hit it with, because it still has decently high special. And then here, Ivysaur, we're not crazy about having to face off with Bulbasaur, rather. We just need to Mega Punch it twice and hope we don't get growled. Growl fails, that's very fortunate. Leech Seed, perfect, okay. Alright, so that's about as good as Rival could go. You kind of expect Mega Punch to miss at least once. But getting no Sand Attack and not getting a Growl hit is very good. It's funny that I forgot to switch Bridge and Misty, because I did remember to switch the gym leader order. I just forgot about those two. I remember to remove Nidoran. Alright, so we're pretty much Bubble Beaming everything on Bridge here. So it's a bit boring from this point until we get to Bills. So we're just Bubble Beaming for the most part. There's also an interesting section, because it's a little hard to compare where Nidoran and Wartortle are at the moment, because right now Nidoran probably would also be around the same spot on the bridge, but not yet have fought Misty, right? So Nidoran delays Misty until after this whole section. So it's kind of a funny part of the run where it looks like they're in sync, but they're not, because Squirtle's already beaten Misty. Oh, it would have been funny. I could have actually had in the bottom corner, I could have had my Nidoran run playing. That would have been a good idea. I didn't think of that until now. I definitely could have done that. That would have not been too difficult to do. Or I could have loaded the splits in to compare. to see how I was comparing to that other no reset run. Another thing I did not think of. And pretty soon we're getting to a reason why instant text is really not great for Squirtle, because Squirtle's about to learn a move in a little bit. It'll learn Bite, and learning a move pops up a yes/no text box, which kills the instant text that you obtain from the bike shop in regular any % glitchless. In Classic, we do not pick this up, and that's part of what levels out the playing field for Nidoran and Wartortle, and Squirtle, that is, in this category. And we'll actually be putting Bite over Bubble when we do learn it. It's not for 2 more fights, though. Okay, so we fight the top hiker. We actually don't fight the Onyx. Fighting the Onyx would be a part of the strategy that we would maybe use if we had to use a bad Squirtle. That would be a spot where extra experience is easy to pick up. We would just hit it with Bubble, and then we'd learn Bite after fighting the top hiker second. Okay, we should learn Bite right here. Yeah, we put that over Bubble. And cursor should still be on Bubble Beam, so I just buffer in. Yep, it is. Alright, we want to be a little careful with our Bubble Beam count here. So how many do we have left? Only 2 left. So I'm gonna not use it on this next thing. I'm gonna Mega Punch. Because even though this thing can poison me, I'd rather get poisoned than get a sand attack from the... I'm probably gonna finish it up with Water Gun there, my bad. Mega Punch Water Gun was correct. We elect to fight the top guy here just because it's a quicker fight. We would be able to perfectly handle the hiker below there, but it's just a little bit quicker to just fight 2 Pokemon. Okay, okay, keeps failing, so we're fine. Right. Oh, I was supposed to bite. I forgot that I had bite. I was supposed to bite the rat. My bad. Yeah, it was supposed to be bite the rat, Bubble Beam the Ekans, not Mega Punch the rat. I mean, Mega Punch KOs, but if bite KOs, we might as well use that. So that was a little bit of a mistake there. We do need to Mega Punch the Oddish though. And good, we hit the first one. That's great. And then our last Bubble Beam we were saving for this Pidgey, because we don't want to deal with Sand Attack. Hey there, Zone. And we're pretty safe at this health. We do need to hit this one more Mega Punch here. Alright, we missed it, but that's fine. We'll just have another shot at it. Good. And we'll be taking the center now to replenish all our PP on our moves after this little cutscene here. So we'll be taking the center, taking care of the dig rocket, and then making our way to Route 6. We can actually toss our Pokeballs. We do not need those anymore, because we already caught our Paris. So I could have tossed them a little bit sooner than that, actually, if I wanted to. Yeah, I should have tossed them before I topped Bubble Beam. That would have saved some inputs. But that's okay, it's not too big of a deal. We're making good time still. Right now, Nidoran would probably be fighting Misty without having fought the Dig Rocket yet. Or at least Nidoran would be making its way towards Misty at this point. So definitely catching up on us, but we still would be ahead at this point. Unless if the Nidoran was literally on like record pace, we're expected to be ahead still right now. Alright, Bubble Beam, and then we're finishing up with Bite after one Bubble Beam. Oh, nice crit. Yeah, the only danger here is getting confused. But confusion's not scary, it just would be getting confused could be concerning. Yeah, we're fine. Not really concerning, just more like just a time waste. Alright, we just got TM28, which is Dig. Squirtle can learn Dig. Dig in Generation 1 is 100 base power, not 60 base power like in future gens. It is a 2-turn, it's Earthquake with a charge turn. And an even better charge turn than normal. It actually does not leave you vulnerable to anything except perhaps Swift, but nothing is going to hit us with Swift. Alright, thanks to our one character name, we pick up a full restore and get to skip the jingle. Due to the way that two audio tracks were loading at once, it just overwrites the jingle, lets us pick up the full restore right away. Yeah, I've been teaching Sub Zone just because it's a submission. Usually I don't go so far into details, but I have been lately. You're right. Alright, so ideally we actually just want no quick attacks here because it'd be faster, but it's not that big of a deal. The only thing we don't want to happen is to Gen 1 miss into Sand Attack. That would be very sad. We're actually going to do early Vermilion Mart, so I'm going to start thinking about that right now. If I was doing a PB attempt of this category, I would actually sell there as well as buy. But because I want to be able to afford revives later on, I will only be buying items. I won't be selling anything, because I want to pick up a second nugget before I sell both nuggets in Celadon. It's just Bubble Beam, right? Oh, finish Eradicate with Bite if I miss the range. Yeah, we're gonna get the nugget in the underground after we pick up the elixir. Okay, so here we get 5 super potions, 3 repels, and 3 paralyze heals. Oh, that's too many. And then a couple steps onto the boat, we will teach Dig. Oop, that's an extra step there, because I'm looking at my notes. I think I actually forgot to write down to teach dig. No, I did write it, never mind. Over water gun. So that's slot 4. And I would have potions there if I needed to, but my HP is pretty good. Well, I guess we did take the Hyper Fang. We should be fine though. It's just that if we get Sand Attack, we're gonna have to swap out. Yeah. Hopefully we'll be able to swap on the rat instead of on the bird, but if we get 2 Sand Attacks, it'll have to be on the bird. Oop, I almost walked up the left side. We're always calculating our steps to have our rival be on screen less, so we walk to the right here, just to have less time of rival walking with a little bit of swag. Alright, what are you gonna do, bird? Okay, hits a Sand Attack. I'd rather swap on the rat, so I'm gonna try to get a bite in. Okay, I get the bite in. And I'll swap to Pidgey, sacrificing it to Eradicate, so I can regain my accuracy. Nice, Hyper Fang, very nice. Oh, this is like only slightly concerning here. If I miss a Mega Punch and get hit, I will, okay, that's fine. Okay, that should be fine. Oh, I don't have Bite to finish him, though. I'll just finish him with Dig. Oh, I was probably dead to crit there. That was not good. I should have healed more. That wasn't good. Okay, I'm gonna make a note about that. I definitely need to heal more on that. Yeah, I'm adapting these notes from like PB notes, so there's a couple spots where I might be forgetting to play quite more safely. Okay, yeah, that wasn't good. That was not good. I should not have been in that situation. Yeah, sacrificing the bird is nice. Even if we have a Spearow there, we can still sacrifice it, because when you trade it for ducks, it actually it accepts a fainted bird in a trade. You would think it wouldn't, but the guy doesn't mind. So I'd say we'd still generally expect to be ahead of Nidoran at this point, but Nidoran could be closing the gap. I'm definitely not gonna finish this faster than my Nidoran run the other day. This is probably gonna be closer to a 215 if I had to guess, maybe even a 220. We have quite a ways to go. Alright, next here is cut menu. We're going to be swapping up our repels, teaching cut, using cut, and that's it actually. Nothing more to do here. And in regular any percent glitchless, we manipulate the cans to get them first try. In this category. Oop, okay. Alright, this is actually I was supposed to heal. Hold up. I'll save. Just because it's a corner can, we have a high likelihood of okay. And then that serves as my save before Surge. I forgot to potion though, so I need to do that. I should have done that earlier. That should have been the first thing I did. I actually could have used a super potion. Okay, I'm doing some silly things here, but we should be fine. Yeah, so Raichu is gonna get a hit on us, so we're not crazy about that happening. But as long as we don't get crit, we will live. If we get crit, we'll have to soft reset and do it again. Okay, Thunder Shock actually we should be fine as long as we're not parried. Good. Oh, good, Thunderbolt. I can totally not teach that to anything. Normally with Nidoran, it's a very nice move to get, but we're actually going to toss it in a moment. We could keep it to sell it, but we don't have to. We have enough money without selling it, so. Oh no. Yeah, compared to other Pokemon games, the bike movement is much easier in Pokemon Red and Blue, as well as in Gen 2. Gen 1 and 2 have very easy bike movement. In the later gens, I know it's a little more complicated, non-trivial. But then me not hitting into the tree there was just silly. Okay, wait, what am I doing? I'm probably Mega Punching. Let me go see. Nope, I was definitely supposed to dig. Where am I? I'm digging. I'm sorry. That could have been not a good outcome there. Then I'd finish him with Bite. I'll just deal with being poisoned. I'll heal it off after the fight. Forgot that this fight is not a trivial one. Actually, all the fights going forward are not very trivial, so I need to pay a little bit of attention to my notes. Good. Oh, I swapped Antidote down. I forgot about that. I was like, well, where is it? Okay, so Here I'm going to play it a little safe. I'm going to drop the Super Potion here. I'm going to Repel, Super Potion, and Elixir. So easy Bubble Beam on the Cubone here, and we'll have to dig the Slowpoke, or Lead Bite actually. We're going for the flinch chance, which is why we Lead Bite. That is unfortunate. Oh, disabled no more, okay, that's good. Alright, that was pretty easy. So again, leading Bite because we're going for flinch chance, and then we switch to using Dig. Getting confused is fine since we're such high health. And again, such high health that we're not going to save for this fight. And we do have para heals, we do have a full restore, we have a lot of ways to make sure we don't lose this fight. But this is generally not a fun fight in any speedrun of Pokemon Red or Blue. Okay, good outcome there. Mega Punch hit. Okay, that should KO. Nice. Crit was not necessary. And the Bulbasaur is less annoying than the Oddish is. Oh, that's good. Nice miss on the poison. Yes, unless if it's red any percent glitchless and you have Gentleman Candy, then yes. Not too scary then. However, it's kind of always a slight concern. It's usually a concern in Classic. If you do hiker strats with like good attack, I think then it's not a range. Oh, extra step there. One bonk, two extra steps there, but not an awful rock tunnel. We're not going to be picking up. There is a hidden Max Ether. Nidoran picks it up, but we do not. We don't need it. Okay, this Oddish is a range. So it's the last chance we can get annoyed with some type of status move. Okay, we got the range. Pidgey is not a range, does have quick attack, but doesn't hit us. And health-wise, we're pretty comfortable. There actually is the option to take the center. I'm actually just gonna take it, just to be on the safe side. just because there's nothing wrong being like a little bit safe in a no reset run race scenario, so. Especially before the famous gambler. No, this gambler is pretty free. We can get a quick attack, but that's it. Otherwise, we're very safe. Just bubble beaming twice with War Turtle here. Yeah, taking that center is an abundance of caution. It will, though, save me one menu, because I won't need to fly back to Lavender. I'll actually be able to dig right back to Lavender. We do not need to learn with the draw. Alright, here is the underground, where we need to pick up an elixir and a nugget. Elixir's on the bottom, so we'll just spike down to get it. And then we have to go up a little bit to get the nugget. Should be right here. There we go. And I do need to take a look at my notes to see what we're buying. Okay. She walked up. I do need to sell first. Okay, she walked up, so I'll cut through the aisle here. So she doesn't block me, and she would have blocked me had I not cut through. And now we're going to the roof, and we're going to acquire the TM for Ice Beam by trading a fresh water to this individual. And we need a second fresh water to get past the guard to get into Saffron City later. So we pick that up now. Oh. That's enough. 14's enough. Alright, gotta be very careful here not to use the candy on Paris. Cursor is on Paris. It's on Paris, it's on Paris. Gotta use the candy on our main. Don't use it on Paris. Okay, I'm happy with that menu, even though it was not perfect. I did accomplish all the things. Good music track. Gotta fight this guy to pick up the lift key. Nope, forgot. I have to talk to him. Almost always forget that. Get a rare candy here. And those are the only two items we need from this place. Or, well, that's not true. We need the Sylph Scope. Alright, so we're going to fight the rocket on the right first, followed by the left, followed by Giovanni. Our HP is pretty safe, so we shouldn't be having to heal or anything. That's TM07 right there, Horn Drill. We skip it, Nidoran picks it up. Wouldn't be unreasonable for us both to be in this building at this point. Nidoran's real advantage comes in later on, so it's possible we could still be a little bit ahead of Nidoran at this point. But some strong fly red bar, and Nidoran might actually be ahead of us right now. It's tough to say for sure. Alright, so here we're digging, ice beaming, and digging. I just got nervous that I didn't teach Ice Beam, but I totally did in Fly Menu. It's because for Squirtle, we don't, for Nidoran, we don't teach it until later. So I was thinking, like, wait, but we haven't taught it in Lavender Tower yet. Nidoran will teach it there. Oh, hey, Media Hound! Thank you for the raid. Vohio. Welcome to Squirtle Percent. It's actually Squirtle Percent Classic, so we are picking up the Sylph Scope. We haven't done any manips or instant text. However, disclaimer, this run's just a practice for a marathon, so I used a save state after defeating Rival 1 because we did not get a runnable Nidoran. Normally when you run this category, you would reset until you get a good Nidoran. What were you streaming, Media? Let me, I'm sure this is an Ice Beam. Left rocket. Oh no, it was a bubble beam, but that's fine. I have plenty of ice beams. Actually, ice beam was probably faster there, wasn't it? Maybe not. I'm not sure. Oh, Pokemon Unite! I haven't tried playing it yet. Or I haven't gotten it yet, or whatever. But that does seem kind of neat. I feel like it might be worth testing it out. Pokemon. What is that? MOBA? M-O-B-A? I'm not sure if that's an acronym. It might be some hip phrase that I'm not current with. Okay, here would be nervous if we had low health. So like in a PB attempt we might have red bar, and then this Kangaskhan is terrifying. But we're just gonna bubble beam it 3 times, just not care about how many times it takes to KO it. Oh, wow, we 2-shot it. I think 2-shot is a really unlikely range there. I think it normally is a 3-shot. Multiplayer online battle arena. Okay, I have heard that before. I just totally forgot that that was an acronym. I knew enough that I knew it looked like an acronym. Okay, so here's where we saved the menu by centering in Lavender. We're able to dig and then just walk right to the Pokemon, to the tower. So we didn't have to fly. Oh goodness, should I have saved? No, I have revives. I have revives. We don't need a save. We have revives. Don't worry. Maybe I should have saved before this fight, but it's okay. We didn't, and we're gonna just deal with it. One expec, and then we are ice beaming. Ice beam is neutral on Gyarados because it's flying and water. Unfortunately, it's not dragon. Okay, it goes for bite. And it's down. Good. Ice beam is neutral on fire in this gen. I do not know how ice is handled against fire in later gens, but it's neutral here. Alright, so we made it past Lavender Rival. Whenever we face off on a rival, he has that Gyarados, and we just don't have a great way to deal with it consistently. So it's always just a little bit scary that Gyarados might decide to crit us. So we're definitely a save before Sylph Rival for that reason, because reviving is just annoying against that. Oh, I was supposed to Super Repel. And not just that, I'm supposed to Super Repel and toss Antidotes. Actually, I could have tossed Antidotes later. I didn't have to do it there, but it was fine that I did it there. It just lost like a couple inputs. It's not a big deal. Yeah, exactly. It's a little bit scary, but since we either reset for or in a race just allow load state to be a thing for Rival 1, we do have a decent Squirtle here to take damage. It's just that crits and yeah, Dragon Rage are not fun to deal with. Bonking. I bet I could add into my notes to Super Repel before Giovanni if we're healing. I think the steps work out just fine if I do that. They definitely do. So if I'm using like a Super Potion before Giovanni, I can Super Repel, then Super Potion, and I can make it all the way through here. Pick up the rare candy, and then we don't have to do anything. We just are gonna Ice Beam, or Bubble Beam the Marowak Ghost. And coming up next is Wartortle's last fight, because we will evolve after this Golbat. Or well, I think we level on the Zubat. But after the Golbat is down, we should evolve. I personally like this Blastoise sprite, but I understand some people don't. The back sprite's nothing special, but the front sprite I think is kind of cool. Somehow it makes it look like kind of fearsome, which is something I like about Gen 1, is it kind of does try to make them look more like monsters than later gens do. Yeah, the back sprite's not very detailed. Do I have to... When do I toss Paraheals? I have to do that eventually, don't I? Was I supposed to sell Paraheals? I feel like I was supposed to get rid of them. Let me try to go up in my notes. I feel like I'm not supposed to have Paraheals anymore. I think I'll just toss them before I get on the bike here. I'm pretty sure I was supposed to get rid of them. They're just for Fly Split. But I don't have it written down here. You know what? I bet I was supposed to toss them on that repel menu. And then I'm supposed to toss antidotes now. So I'll toss Paraheals now after I super repel. And I think it should work out fine. Okay, good. I was able to get the Poke Flute, so that's good. I'm, like, not out of items yet. Streamlabs deciding to actually be a thing. That's interesting. Endure Food Man, thank you for the raid and thank you for the lurk. Appreciate it. Alright, we'll super repel, toss Paraheal, I guess. Then down 5, down 7. I'm gonna take this menu a little slow, unfortunately. No worries. Not a problem, Zone. We all got our lives. We're doing stuff. Okay, next I use a Super Repel, then swap HMO1 for X Attack. I was supposed to swap for X Speed there. Is that what I did? I think I did. Right? I swapped something for X Speed, so now I'm swapping HMO1 for X Attack, then using 3 rare candies. Oh yeah, input display, I use gamepadviewer.com, and that I like that one a lot. But if you use keyboard, wasting steps. If you use keyboard, you can use the one that's linked on Discord. That one works pretty well. Alright, Super Repel for X Attack. Oh yeah, if you use a controller, then Gamepad Viewer is the way to go. PB Attempt Route would actually pick up a full restore in the Safari, but we don't have the bag space for it. I'm really hoping I managed my bag properly, because it would be nice to not get the TM from Koga. Ideally, I want Surf to be the 20th item in my bag when I pick it up here. So Gold Teeth will be 19th, and then Surf is 20th. No, we don't need the PP up. Not for Squirtle. For Nidoran, on Classic, we almost always get it. Unless we have perfect 14 or 15 attack. Alright, cursor's on Paris. We go down to get to Squirtle. There we go. Repel runs out here. Okay, so we taught Surf over Bite. Going to the 5th floor, picking up an elixir, and digging the Arbok. And we will we'll drop a safety save before Sylph Rival, just in case if things go south there. It can be a little tough to revive off of the Gyarados. Yeah, luckily that Arbok is simple with Dig. And we should have had our bag at 20, but we just dropped off the fresh water, so this card key should once again be our 20th item. Hopefully it's not our 19th. If it is our 19th, it's no big deal. I'll just have to toss an item a little later on and hit a few extra text boxes. Oh, bonk there, that's funny. Yeah, just a safety save, in case if Gyarados decides to just like crit us repeatedly. I guess also the bird could be uncooperative. Oh, that was supposed to be an X special, that's fine. We have extra. Just uses Bite, and we're through. Good. Okay, as long as we don't crit here, we should be fine. If we crit, we'll finish with Bubble Beam. Otherwise, we'll one-shot. Good. You mean like powerful in a powerful way? Like like disgustingly overpowered? It actually is. I mean, like, you know, with X items there, we just like we shouldn't have won that fight without X items, of course. I am actually having fun. I mean, I haven't. This is gonna be my first complete run with the timer with the Blastoise. However, it's I did load up a runnable Squirtle at the start, so this is not a submittable run. Sort of just following race rules of being allowed to load up something runnable when you have such narrow stat restrictions. I think that's reasonable for a no reset run. It just would be too frustrating to use a bad Squirtle. Whereas Nidoran is actually kind of fun to adapt to bad Nidoran, in my opinion. Except if you have below 5 speed, that's not fun. Not submittable to a leaderboard, but it's submittable for the marathon, yes, because I'm following the rules that we would have in place for that. Not that I would really have any leaderboard to submit this to anyway, because this is not going to be my classic PB, and it's not really a good Squirtle % time. But yeah, no, I can't submit it to a leaderboard, because I did load up a runnable Squirtle after defeating Rival and having, I think I had 10 attack, which is completely unrunnable. Yeah, this is for the one on Discord, exactly. I did that in practice too. Yeah, so ideally I'll be using Nidoran, and Pinkish will be using Squirtle. The alternative is we could just have whoever gets the better Squirtle run Squirtle, but that would mean we would both have to run on Pokemon Red, and I kind of thought it would be neat to make it Pokemon Red versus Pokemon Blue, where Blue would run Squirtle, and just load up a runnable Squirtle if it doesn't get one. So, I keep repeating myself, sorry. You mean submit it to, like, the leaderboard? You could definitely submit that to the leaderboard. Someone will verify it for sure. Unless you want to grind for one more PB, which would also be fine. But there's no reason not to submit it. To the PSR thing, so the thing about the PSR marathon is probably that it's going to probably favor people who've been running the game for a while. But I'm not a part of the decision making. So like if you want to submit it and want to try to do a marathon run, you like absolutely could. But I just know it could be, like just from remembering doing races last year, it's a lot of, you don't expect the amount of pressure that you're under when you do those. So it's like very helpful to know all of the backup strats and all. I was supposed to X special. I, you know what? I feel like we could just dig here and we're gonna be fine. Are we gonna be fine? Finish him with Surf? I was supposed to X special there, but that's should be fine. We just won the fight anyway. Okay. Oh, you don't need to grind your PB to get into the race tournament. Everyone can join it. You just need to do a qualifier. Oh, true, true. You'll probably get there, though. You'll probably get there to doing a race and getting under there. Okay, so ideally we can feint the wheezing. Good. Oh, nice crit. Okay. Nice! My bag space was actually correct. I'm happy. Alright, so we use a super repel, then we bike to get strength. Sorry, I might just have to pay attention here just because I'm a little unfamiliar with this part. Okay, I think we're just using Surf. Yeah, we're just walking to the water and using Surf. Ah. Then we're super repelling, use an elixir. I'll just use my last potion to get rid of it. Teach strength in slot 1 over bubble beam. Get both candies, leave cursor on cancel to use both candies, get the secret key, dig out, fly to Blaine. Okay. I think I know what I'm doing. Oh, I had an elixir. Oh. Yeah, I was supposed to do elixir, but I did not. When should I elixir? I'll elixir after I candy, I guess. I don't really have a choice. It's gonna be kind of slow, because I have to get back up to bike. Maybe at that point it's just walk to Blaine. I don't know. Probably not. I'll probably just elixir fast scroll up before closing. Alright, we'll fly to Blaine, and then our cursor's a couple down in the bag still. I'm always afraid to get these wrong. Okay, what are we doing here? Surf, X special, and spam surf. Tombstoner. And now I'm not sure, should I save before Sabrina? Because technically I can get confused by Mr. Mime. That could be very concerning. Because if I get confused, do I swap? I guess if I get confused, I swap. That'll just have to be the play. So don't try to hit through confusion. Because the fear is to hit through confusion, and then hit self on Alakazam and start getting hit by Alakazam. But if I swap, if I get confused, then I should be 100% safe. Besides, Gen 1 missing. Gen 1 missing is always bad, but we're not saving for that. What, in like later generations, is it? That's funny. I did not know that. What? Who did I not fight? Ah, no, I didn't fight. I didn't fight Erica. What am I doing? Oh no, I elixired. Yikes. Okay, I already used my elixir. That should be fine, right? I'm pretty sure that works. We're fine. I hope we're fine. Not going from Sabrina right to Giovanni is a trip, though. Ah. Because it's just muscle memory from Nitto. We just always go right to Giovanni after Sabrina. I used the elixir. That's what's concerning me. We're using 4 ice beams here, though, right? That should be fine. Right? We don't run out of ice beams, do we? No, we have plenty of ice beams. I think we're fine. I do not think this mattered. Using the elixir early should be completely fine. Oh, yeah, no. Definitely not Erica before Koga. Zone, you've looked through, like, the intermediate route, right? Have you taken a look at that guide at all? On the GitHub? I would recommend following that, but maybe also taking a look at the 2021 last beginner guide. I'm just ice beaming everything, right? Yeah. You haven't looked... Oh! Zone, then that explains... If you follow a route, you'll have a sub 2 within days. Without a moon manip. You don't even need a moon manip. If you look through a route, it'll make everything go much faster. Just the menuing, the gym order, setting up red bar for the end game. So, like, you can do it that way, but following one of those guides is probably a better bet. Well, if you're doing regular any percent glitchless, there's no variability in the gym order. You do it the same every time with the manipulated Nidoran. Yeah, it's sad that we lost that time there flying to Viridian early. Here, we have 5 ice beams. That is enough. Right? That's definitely enough. Or wait, do we have 5? Or do we... Let me see what the count is. I think we surf all 3 of these guys. So we'll use 1 ice beam for Giovanni. And then we'll use... Yeah, we have 5 left, and we need... How many for Giovanni? 1 for Giovanni and 3 for Viridian Rival. And then... Yeah, we're totally fine. Do I have to toss something? No, I don't. I used my last X attack on Giovanni. Okay, we have plenty of, we have enough ice beams. there a... Is it bad to fight Erica? Oh wait, I read this before, right? Is it bad to fight Erica before Koga? So yes, it is. Because you want to set up a red bar from fainting to Koga. So you would have full red bar for Erica. So even if you're defeating them, you're going to do it much more slowly. Yeah, so you really should, or I shouldn't say should, I should say have to. You have to have red bar from the end of Koga until Bruno. Bruno should be the latest that you lose the red bar. Otherwise, you're going to be losing like 10 minutes for not having that red bar. That might be an exaggeration slightly, but it is it is a large amount of time that is saved. That's like a standard part of speedrunning red. For Blastoise, we can't do that because Blastoise is just too vulnerable to be at low health. You're just liable to take a hit here and there. Although I really haven't taken any hits, I've actually been pretty lucky. Good, got Fissure. Okay, what am I doing? Super repelling and teaching Fissure? Is that it? I think that's it. Yeah, I don't need to heal because my HP is high already. Oh, so the GitHub stuff is, it's on, yeah, Blastoise gets Fissure now, yeah. The GitHub routes are on, Discord. They should be linked. This should KO. I believe this is a two-shot. It is not. Do not heal. Okay, you just got frozen. We'll surf. Okay. It's based off of speed. So if we outspeed the Pokemon and we have an X-Ack up, it'll hit. Also, I think the speedrun routes actually would come up if you Google, like, GitHub speedrun routes. I think that it actually comes up, because that's the name of the repository. I do actually think it comes up with all of the routes for Gen 1 to 2 there. If you just Google that. I'm fairly certain it does come up. If it doesn't, I apologize, then I'm just wrong. But... Okay, cool. Yeah, so the if you go to the beginner routes and you look at the LAS 2021 LAS that fights the optional LAS on Route 3, that's probably the best route to go with. You don't actually need to do a moon manip for it, or you could do one of the backups. Oh, whoops. I have the the inputs memorized to use Surf on Squirtle in slot 2 there, and I just muscle memoried. That's funny. Looking at my notes here. Alright, so I have to use 3 more. I'm gonna make sure I have 3 elixirs before I use one. If I have 3, I'll use it, otherwise I'll center. I'm just a little nervous that I might have used an extra. So yeah, Victory Road, we just dodge trainers. We don't have to fight anything. We just have to solve the puzzles. We also will buy a handful of full restores before heading into the Elite Four. Out of an abundance of caution, we might find ourselves not even using any of them. But we'll buy like 5 just to be like super safe. Five's not like a special number, it's just why not buy 5? There's no way we're going to use more than 2, but... Alright, here, if I have 3 elixirs, I'll use it. I should have 3 if I didn't make a mistake anyplace and use an extra. But if I only have 2, then I'll just take the center. We only have 2. Interesting. Yeah, I had an odd feeling that I used an extra elixir, so we're just gonna center. I'm not sure how that happened. So we'll center, and then we'll buy full restores. I just just mashed up in mashed A to buy a handful of full restores, 5, 6, whatever, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter too much. And since we're full health, we're not going to bother swapping to the bird. We'll just exact X speed and fissure everything. And then we fissure everything, and we're good. Yeah, Dugong can use a random move each turn, so it's 1 in 4 to Aurora Beam us. Otherwise, it just wastes turns. So it's pretty safe to not have to swap to the bird for this fight. We could just set up at full health. Unfortunately, we do not learn Hydro Pump. Just like Charizard passes up on learning Flamethrower in the Elite Four if you speedrun Charizard for Pokemon Red, we do not learn Hydro Pump. We don't need it. We'd rather our accurate moves that are perfectly fine. Also, we can't teach over Surf anyway, so there's that. Alright, a little strategy here would be to X accuracy on the Machamp if we didn't have, if we were really low health, because we're actually more likely to die to the Onix at low health. But at this health, we're very safe. I believe we're Ice Beaming. Yeah, and then Surfing twice, then Ice Beaming, then using Fissure. Oh yeah, the intermediate route is good. I would say that you can, but you can also fight the... If you message me later, I can explain it probably better. But I would recommend also fighting the Route 3 last as well, even if you do use the intermediate route. Alright, Agatha could definitely troll us. Hopefully she doesn't. Oh wait, does full restoring take away my X-Spec? Affects my badge boost, but... Oh my gosh, she's trolling me so much. Getting so trolled on this. And we got the haze. Okay, okay, that's not good. Let's see. Okay, let's X-Speed. We can X-Speed. We cannot X-Speed. We can X-Special, though. We have enough X-Specials. And let's Surf. This is about as troll as this fight could go. We were losing a massive amount of time. can't believe we're still confused. Oh my gosh, we're losing so many coin flips. Oh, we're not faster. How are we not faster? Let's full restore and figure this out. We can't use another X speed. We need the X speeds, but I can use another X special. And then I think I should be faster than Gengar. Can I afford to use this? Yes, I can. Okay, and I think we should be able to one-shot. What? We're not faster? I can't believe we're not faster. Does Haze take away X accuracy? Because we just outsped there and missed. I think the only explanation is that Haze takes away your X-Ac, which I did not know was a thing. Yeah, I know, but I set up more X specials for speed badge boost. I should have outsped, but I was still missing Fissure, but I was outspeeding. We lost so much time there. I think I did use another X-Ac, which is funny. I'll have to look into how Haze works with an X-Ac, because I didn't really consider it. I think Surf should KO here. I'm going to take the risk. So I need to save a... Yes, it did. Good. Yeah, save an Ice Beam. No, I have 4. Yeah, that's fine. Ice Beam times 4. Good. All I have to do is Elixir and Super twice, and we could head right in. Well, I think Pinkish is actually going to be using the Blastoise, so I should win. But we haven't fully settled on that. You were asking why about last experience? It makes Moon Rocket safer and makes Bridge safer. That's not great. If he crits me, I'm kind of screwed. I would have to go back to Lance. Just don't crit. Okay, that should be GG, as long as this doesn't somehow not hit the range. Nice. It's actually faster than my first Nidoran run, I'm realizing. Because my first run with, my first no reset run with Nidoran was at 213, so this actually beats that. This is also way under my estimate. My estimate was 220. I did not actually know how long this was going to take. I just didn't actually know. I didn't do a segmented run or anything. I just did save states with speed up to practice. I'll have to check what my Nidoran time was, because I think it was a 2:08. But even so, this is just very close. I mean, but Nidoran can easily like 2:05 off a no reset run, whereas I don't know that Squirtle really could, because this was pretty solid luck with 0 deaths and all. And we got a Paris right away. We didn't have to trade for ducks or grind for a Sandshrew. And we got a crit on a Weezing. That was pretty nice. Yeah, but 209.24. Kind of want to check and see what my time was with Nidoran. I have control over the Totodile army. Oh my goodness, I like Totodile. That is interesting. This is a much better time than I really expected to get. I wasn't really paying too close attention to the to what the time was like. How do I see my past videos? Creator dashboard. Obviously, this is not an official run because of the load state clause that I was allowing. So. Wait, what am I? Where's... I want to take a look and see what my time was yesterday. Oh, it wasn't yesterday. I'm looking in the wrong spot. When was it? It was like 3 days ago. It was a... Oh my goodness, it was actually very close. Although I made a lot of mistakes with Nidoran, but Nidoran was a 209.03. So actually I only lost by... Oh my gosh, if I didn't fly to Viridian, I think I might have beat the Nidoran time with Squirtle here. If I didn't fly to Viridian instead of going to Celadon. That's pretty funny, because it's a very small margin. The Nido time that I got off the no reset was a 209.03 versus Squirtle 209.24.